Hello everybody and welcome back to Farm Sim 25 and welcome back to our Calmland Survival Challenge. It's a beautiful summer morning here on the Calmlands and we got a lot of work to do. So let's go over here and feed Ranja first. Ain't that right, girl? You hungry? There you go. Get some food. Alright, let's go over here and pull the pallet of eggs. Oh, we don't have any eggs. Alright, we're good. How we looking in terms of food? You got plenty of food, and we managed to not run out in our trailer as well, so that's very nice. But we got to do some cutting. It's July, which means it's time to cut the grass again, but it's also time to harvest our wheat field. So we're going to go ahead and get everybody ready to go. Let's get right into it. We'll have AI start cutting the fields. Okay, it is on swath dropping. Just want to double check, make sure it didn't change again. Oh, I'm an idiot. I did the thing. There we go. Alright, while that's working on that, I suppose we could probably start filling with slurry. And while that's going, we'll fill up with milk. While that's working, we'll go ahead and fill up their straw and their food as well. Oh, okay, so they're full. Perfect. Alright, well in that case, let's check on our storage for over here. Should be pretty much full, and it is. So we don't have to worry about that for the time being. Alright, so we are going to jump in our harvester. Fire up Big Blue over here. Unfold it. We're going to need our wheat header. Alright, now we want to make sure that we turn on the enable straw swath. We're going to hurry up and knock out this wheat field real quick. Shouldn't take us too long. Our cornfield, man, it's so green and nice. A couple more months. We'll be harvesting our corn for the first time. Look at it. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. I've been sloppy today. I have to go clean up those edges. about found the edge. Close enough that I'd be able to hit that. Let's go hit this little spot that I missed. Go crashing across here. The rest of us. Beautiful. All right. Don't get much easier than that. Wheat field has been harvested. Let's put this header back. We're going to go offload our wheat. And we finally moved the truck out of the way, so we should be able to just roll up in there and do what we got to do. Last couple of times we've had our truck parked right in the way. It's made it a little bit more difficult to offload. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So we are done with the harvester for the time being. We'll pick it back out in October to harvest our corn and sunflowers, which ironically has the exact same header, I believe, or uses the same header. Beautiful. All right, let's go jump in Big Red, grab our forage wagon, go pick up our straw. Right. Just run through here and pick up all the straw real quick. Won't take us too long. is all of our straw. No problem at all. We really do kind of have that down pat, don't we? Done this once or twice. Drop this in here. We'll go pick up all this. Got that grass we had left over from last time. Hopefully we'll get this done relatively quickly. Pick up what I can by... I think they should be done with that by the time I get this picked up, right? Gotta be close anyway. Oh god. This is a little too aggressive. How they managed to miss a spot. It'll be alright though. Yeah, I don't know why the AI can only do 15 miles an hour. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Because I know that if I jump on that thing, I can do it at 30. Fire you real quick. We're going to cut it, but we won't necessarily pick it up. It'll sit there until the next time we go to pick it up. No big deal. But at least cutting it gets us a little bit more instead of just not cutting it. this started on the next field. And then we'll have the AI start fertilizing. Actually, come to think of it, I might just fertilize it. I don't know why that took so long to start. And let AI take over. We've got our fertilizer trailer. Out the headwinds real quick. That was about an ugly freaking turnaround, wasn't it? Nope. Look at that corn. Look at those sunflowers. Does look good, man. We'll take a walk over to the fields and check them out on foot in a minute. I just want to get the work done first. Looks like they're almost done with that field. We don't have to plant the wheat field until September, so we got a couple of months before then. Like AI just finished their field that they were on, and then moved over to the next field after that. Alright, let's jump over to the other tractor. Get them working on the other field. Grab this little spot they always miss up here on the corner. Jump in up here. While they're doing that, grab the rest of this grass real quick. Alright. Pull this thing off to the side for the moment. We'll finish with our fertilizing. Have one or two more rows after this. We'll move on over to the other field. All right. Now we'll set this thing to the AI to go ahead and fertilize the next field. While it's fertilizing, then I'm going to jump in the forage wagon and pick up the grass. By the time we get done with that, they should be done with the mowing. turn that on. I don't know why this happens on this particular field, but it happens every time. I actually have to bring this further onto the field for the AI to, like, recognize it. It's so weird. It's only this field that it does it on, too. Everything else seems to work just fine. It's so laggy. Game really struggles when you have so much stuff with such an unrealistic working width running at the same time. It does not like it. Beautiful. Finish this off real quick on my own. Heck, I might as well go right down the center. Can't hurt. Then we'll do the grass around the property as well. That way Ranja's not running around in grass taller than she is. That should work. Put it away. Beautiful. Pick this up real quick. Definitely a little too much. They ought to be getting close to being done with their field as well. Run through here, pick up all the grass on our way through. Jump in this tractor real quick. Get them started on the last field, and I'll pick up the rest of the grass while they're starting that field. The real kicker is whether or not I'm going to be able to even fit next to the chicken coop. It's going to be real close. Oh yeah. Barely, but we'll make it. Let's take a look at our productions, see which silo we need to put it in. So this one only has 149,000 liters left. They are all roughly the same. Okay, so we're going to put it in the front silo. And you can see it does this every time where, like, the first time I dump it, it kind of, I don't know if it actually duplicates it or what, but it definitely puts it in all three silos. I don't know if it's actually duping it or if they're just sharing the same amount of grass or what. But it's only the first time that you dump into it each time I start a recording. Beautiful. Alright, well, should be good to go. So while we're waiting for them to finish up their, just realized we had our freaking lights on. While we're waiting for them to finish up their fertilizer, let's go up and take a look at our cornfield and our sunflower field, see what they look like. Honestly, it looks really good. I don't think the sunflowers have grown any more than they were the last time that we looked at them. But they're still, what, about chest high maybe? Look at this corn though. This corn is massive! I've heard the old phrase, knee high by the 4th of July, but we've got tassels already. we're going in there. Got some good corn. Alright. Get back in here. One of other thing I wanted to break down was, since we did go forward, we can see how much money we made off of our biogas plant. We'll look at our finances here in a minute. Look at that big old cornfield, man. Looks like we're on the Headlands Pass. Go ahead and do this. Finish it off. Fertilizing is done. But yeah, like I said, we'll check out the finances and show you guys where we're at in terms of how much we made from our biogas plant. Make sure we're not going to drive into the river. All right. So, in the last month, we managed to bring in about $6,000 in biogas. So, yeah, pretty nice there, considering it's all waste products, right? Like we're not buying anything. It's just another way. So we're earning an extra $6,000 a month just from getting rid of our poo. Like who needs poo laying around, you know? All right, we got plenty of seeds and fertilizer there, and we're getting a little bit low there, but we should have still a few months, so we're good. Everything else should be good, so we're going to go forward a month. Now, we will have to feed our chickens and our cattle and everything. So we'll do that before I forget. Alright, so before we go anywhere, let's grab our tractor out. Let's feed Ranja. Look at the grass, looks so good right after it's been cut. I wish it would stay this high. You know what I mean? I wish it would just stay this high the whole time. It looks so good. We got that done. Ranja's been fed. Let's get our tractor out and feed our chickens. Probably ought to get some wheat put in the... Pull this one out. This will be fun. grab our trailer and go put some wheat in this thing. Also, probably ought to fill up with some fuel while I'm thinking about it. Might as well. But we got almost $500,000 again. We need to start thinking about what we want to do with the next little bit. But let's go over here and grab our wheat. Now we know we go through about 30 to 40,000 liters a year. So I think I'll start with, 40,000 liters in the trailer. There we go. And now all the rest can be either held onto and sold or just sold in general. Move this over here and drop it off at the chickens. Alright. That one is done. Oh god. Disaster! I think it's diesel and not gasoline, huh? We just made a mess. That's what happens when you try to work too fast, y'all. Accidents happen. Alright. Let's go to our John Deere. Pick this up. Offload any straw into it. We're going to have to go get some more straw, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. This old John Deere sounds pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. Perfect little trailer tractor, man. Cut through here. Go pick up some straw. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and empty all the straw in here. While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and figure out what we want to do. Is there anything for sale? There's a flatbed trailer, and then there's a mower for, I guess, a forage harvester. Alright, let's take a look. If we fast travel... I don't want to fast travel into the middle of the cornfield. Let's fast travel here. Look at the corn now. Starting to dry out a little bit. You see the leaves are starting to turn. Beautiful. And look at our beautiful freaking sunflower field. Look at that. They're all purty. Just sunflowers as far as the eye can see. It is purty, isn't it? It's kind of weird that they're all facing this way. I guess this is where the sun's at. Look at it. Look at it, everybody. Kind of cool. I've never done a full field of sunflowers like this before. I've harvested them, but they've already been ready to harvest, you know? This is going to take a minute. That's a lot of straw. So I'll cut back when it's ready to go. You know what? I lied. I hate waiting. Like, I really do wish that they would make a silo that, like, unloads faster. Like, all these modded silos and stuff, they hold a ton of stuff, but they don't actually let you offload out of the silo any faster. Like, I feel like somebody come up with that, that would be a huge deal. Because it takes forever to fill stuff up, man. But 300,000 liters should hold us for a couple of months. Can't see crap. We'll take this over here and fill up our cow pasture. Check on our biogas plant. Make sure everybody's getting everything that they need to get. Check on our dairy and everything. Now, I did install a mod called Sell Everything mod, which should allow us to sell everything. And I've been thinking about putting that in, just to help with the excess stuff, so I don't end up with like 50 dairies over here, you know what I mean? Because I don't know about you guys, but we seem to have a bit of excess. Wait, are we out of food? Alright, well, we're gonna have to get some food for it. Dude, I swear we had like 1,000,000 some odd liters in here. Clearly, I'm mistaken. How's our cows looking anyway? Yeah, their productivity has been cut down because they don't have any food. So yeah, we gotta get them some food. Alright, so I got 750,000 liters of the TMR in here. Take this over to the cattle. Hopefully that'll last us a little while. I think I will go ahead and set down the Sell Everything mod. And we're going to set the sell point right over there next to our dairy and all that stuff, because that's where we're mostly selling everything. Or at least that's where we're going to sell all the stuff that we don't want or don't need, all the excess or whatever you want to call it. Because I really don't want to put down 60 freaking biogas plants and 60 dairies. Like, we are vastly outproducing our ability to use the resources that we're creating. Now, we're not going to make a ton of money out of it, but something's got to be better than nothing, right? this up for the cattle. Shut her down. Now, I believe if we go into construction, it'll be under sell points. That's grain dryer sell point. Firewood. Is it not here? Okay. Is it under factories? Or maybe it's a tool. I've never used it, that's why I'm not sure. Now, I know for a fact. Okay, let's just make sure I'm not missing something. You'd think it'd just be considered a selling point. That makes the most sense. Oh, there it is. So sell everything container. Sell everything XL. Yeah, I think this is what we're after. I don't know what the difference between this and this. But it's fine. We'll go with this. We'll just put this... right across the front, maybe. It's kind of awkward, isn't it? Let's put it over here. That should work. Alright, so let's see how this works. We drop that. Fire this up. We've still got plenty of milk to keep that going, so I'm not too worried about that. So we'll sell all the milk that we have in here. Alright, how much money are we going to make off this? $90,000 with $12,000 bonus. Very nice. So weird. Feels like this trailer is really heavy for some reason. And I can't get it to... I never had this trouble before. Why would this thing suddenly get so heavy? I'm assuming it has something to do with the fact that we locked the, whatchamacallit. Now that that's done, let's see how much we make off of poo. Got a lot of slurry here. 300,000 liters. And again, for whatever reason, it's just really heavy. When we parked these trailers, this wasn't an issue, so I have no idea what's going on. Only $9,300 with $1,300 bonus for selling the slurry. Alright, that should work for the time being. Everything else is currently being used. We've got slurry and manure going into the biogas plant. Keep that rolling. Cows should be producing. We're now up to 380 head of cattle. So we're doing okay there. But I think that's where we're going to call it for today. In the next episode, we will be planting our wheat field, and we will be harvesting our corn and sunflowers for the first time. So I'm excited about that. We've got a gajillion dollars in the bank, which is very nice. Probably be using that to expand the property again in the near future. Interesting little thing here. Kind of like a 3-point hitch attacher for like a saw, kind of like a buncher for a tractor, or a feller with for a tractor. That's kind of interesting. But that's where we're going to end it. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.